Hello. Okay, so this is your math review part. This week we're going to be using area, and we're going to need to convert some units again. So we're going over that. So real quick review of area, because it's been a while since geometry. If you have a rectangle or a square, the area is just your length times your width, or your width times your length. It doesn't matter what order you do it in. So if you have a little small rectangle here, it doesn't have to be small, but our rectangle is small. We have a 2 centimeters by 7 centimeters. So our area of that would be our length times our width. So our length is 7 centimeters. Our width is 2 centimeters, or height. We're going to take that and we're going to multiply them. 7 times 2 is 14. Centimeters times centimeters gives us centimeters squared. So that's our area. Okay, so that's for any rectangle, any size. You just take the one dimension times the other one. That gives you your area. It doesn't matter if you call it length and width. It could be called width and height. It doesn't matter as long as it's one side times the other side. For a circle, which I don't think we need this week, but I'm just going to put it there anyway. If this is your circle and the line from the center to the edge of the circle is your radius, then your area would be pi r squared. Okay. Straightforward. For triangles, so triangle has a little bit of a different area. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. Because if you think about it, a triangle is really part of a rectangle, right? So if I copy this and I paste it and I flip it over, let's see, and I put those on top of each other, and let me expand it to right size. It's not lining up. Okay. So it's not perfect, but if you look at it, you can kind of tell that this one on top is an exact copy, like I copied and pasted. And if you put those together, that whole thing makes a rectangle. You see? And a rectangle, if you remember, the area of a rectangle would be base times height, right? Because it's one side times the other. So the triangle is just half of that rectangle. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Okay. I know you already know that, but that's okay. It's a refresher. It's been a while. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be converting units, but it's going to be a little bit weird. The only reason I wanted to go through this was that we're converting units, but we're going to be using areas. So if I have something like feet squared, and I want to put that in inches squared, it's a little bit different than normal. So say I have 5 feet squared. Okay. 5 feet squared, this is really, I can rewrite this. This is 5 feet times feet, right? Because feet squared is feet times feet. And if I look at it that way, it makes my conversion a whole lot easier. So I'm going to draw my little thing. Only this time, I'm going to move this whole thing over because I kind of went a little crazy over there. Okay. This time I'm going to convert twice. So I know that there are 12 inches in a foot, right? We know that. So 12 inches is 1 foot. So I want foot to go away, but really in this case I want feet squared to go away, but I'm going to do it in pieces. So I know that 1 foot is 12 inches, but I can't just have that be my total conversion. And the reason is that we're only getting rid of one of the feet, right? This foot cancels out with this foot. So now if we leave it just like that, we multiply 5 times 12, we get 60 foot inches, but I don't know what a foot inch is, right? That's still a square. That's an area. It's not a length. I mean, it's an area, but it's the wrong area. Okay, so we have to do that again then. So if I do that again, I'm going to go, okay, I have my 12 over here. I'm going to do that again. So I have 1 unit's a foot, 1 unit's an inch, but I want inch squared, so I want to get rid of this last foot. So I'm going to go, okay, 1 foot, 12 inches. This foot cancels with this foot, but now I have 5 and a 12 and a 12, so I'm not multiplying 5 by 12. I'm multiplying 5 times 12 times 12, right? So this is the same thing. So this gives me 5 times 12 inches squared now, because, you know, we had our inches, and those make inches squared. So this is closer to what I want. Now all I got to do is multiply out. So if I multiply 5 times 12, which I cheated, I paused the video and I got out my phone, because it's kind of early when I'm recording this and I didn't really want to think that hard. It gives me 720 inches squared. So that would be my area. So when you're converting areas or volumes or anything like that, you got to make sure that you multiply enough times. So like, let's say we were converting volume. Let's say you had 3 feet cubed and you want inches cubed. You're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to put my little grid. Only this time it's feet cubed, not feet squared. So I'm going to do it, you know, more than I did before. So I have 3 feet cubed is what I'm starting with. Well, feet cubed, I'm going to rewrite that. I'm going to say, okay, well, feet cubed is really feet times feet times feet, because there are 3 of them. So I'm going to move my 3 over a little bit. I'm going to say feet times feet. Move my bar over. Okay. Times feet. So now I want to get rid of the feet. I want inches cubed, but I got to get rid of all 3 of those. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to go, okay, well, 12 inches is a foot. That gets rid of one of them. And then I go, okay, I've got 2 more of those, so I'm going to go 12 inches is a foot. That cancels this next foot. And then, so I have 1 more left to get rid of. So I'm going to go 12 inches is 1 foot. That cancels that. So then now I have inches, inches, inches. So I know I have inches cubed. So that's good. That's what I want. Now I just got to multiply. So I'm going 3 times 12 times 12 times 12. So that gives me 5184. Give myself some space. I'm going to put this real bright. 5184 inches cubed, and that would be our final answer. So when you're converting, just make sure that you're taking care of all of the things in the exponent. So if it's feet cubed, you would do inches, inches, inches. If it was like feet to the 4th, you would have to convert 4 times. If it's just feet square, you do it twice. But just make sure you handle all of your exponents.